Hello and welcome to Transforming a Team. Today we're going to be covering Everton. Everton currently sit 11th in the Premier League with 37 points, 9 points clear of relegation. However, they are miles away from the aspiration in competing for 6th as they sit 20 points behind Chelsea. After two poor cup campaigns this season, after exiting to Southampton in the FA Cup third round 4-3 on penalties, and to defeat to Millwall on the fourth round of the Capital One Cup, Everton currently have nothing left to play for and have to settle for a mid-table season despite all their investment in the summer. In this video I'm going to try and transform Everton into a team that can compete in cup competitions while also challenging for the 6th spot in the Premier League. I'm going to go through who I would sign, sell and keep, and then simulate a season on FIFA to see how we do. This is Everton's current squad, and the players highlighted in the red are the players I would consider deadwood and are looking to sell in the summer. These players are Schneiderlin, who's valued at 7 million, McCarthy, who's valued at 2 million, Walcott, who's valued at 22 million, and Tosin, who's valued at 36 million on CIES. Zuma is currently highlighted yellow as he's on loan from Chelsea at Everton. And the lineup I've used for their current squad is the lineup in their recent fixture, with Pickford in goal, Digne on the left back, Coleman on the right back, Keane and Zuma in the heart of the defence, Guy and Gomez in centre mid, with Sigurdsson, Walcott and Richarlison as the front attacking three, with Calvert-Lewin up front. They also have key players who have featured a lot for them this season in Bernard and Lookman on the bench. So the positions I looked to improve were centre back, centre mid, right back, left mid and striker. For centre back, I chose to buy Zuma from Chelsea for 25 million at the end of his loan. After a good strong season there, buying him will only help his progression with the squad, and there's no point spending that amount of money on a centre back if you don't know if they're going to work for your squad. So we bring in Zuma for 25 million. Next, I thought we could bring in a cheap centre mid from one of the teams that are going to get relegated, so I looked at Seri, Moy and Kearney. But I thought we could bring in Seri, especially if Guy's going to be leaving to PSG. I didn't sell Gay in this, but there's a massive opportunity there for him to go to PSG or another team in the summer. So Seri would be a great replacement for him. Next, a bit of a surprising signing, I went for Dalf, who probably cost around 15 million. He'd probably be surplus to requirements at City after the season, and since Pep's come, his technical ability has gone through the roof. He can come in to Everton, play centre mid, play left back, offer lots of versatility, and he's a better player than probably most of the players we have here technically, so it'd be a great addition to the squad for a few years. For the right back position, I decided to offer Valencia a contract if he leaves Man United for free. If not, there's no point going to purchase him, but if he was going to leave on a free, offer him a contract, bring him in competition for that right back spot versus Coleman. Two great right backs you got there, good rotation throughout the season. Both of them are quite old, but you can look to bring in a youngster through the ranks while you got these two here, so good sign in my opinion. Now we look to build for the future with this signing. As Fulham are most likely going to get relegated, we can go in and pinch Sessegnon off them for around 30 million, if not a bit less. And what I bring to the squad is so much creativity going forward. He can play left back, he can play left wing, left mid, right mid. It'd be so much better option than Walcott, who we're going to move on. They're very like for like players, so we can get rid of Walcott, who's nearly 30, bring in Sessegnon, who's only just about to turn 20. Great signing. He'll be there for years to come, and it'll only improve with time. And finally, Everton need a striker who's going to score goals, so I've decided to bring in De Boer from Salzburg, Red Bull Salzburg. He scored 24 goals this season in all competitions while providing 7 assists. Performed really well in the Europa League, and I think he's ready for the next step to move to a bigger team. I think he could do a great job at Everton, being their main goal scorer. This would also allow Everton to keep Richarlison out on the left, play Sigurdsson through the middle, and bring through Sessegnon or Lookman on the right side at midfield. So overall, the players I'm going to bring in are going to cost me 102 million approximately, and I'm hoping to recoup 45 million through sales, so I reckon you could get about 10 million for Schneiderlin, 5 million for McCarthy, only probably about 18 million out of push for Tosin, and only probably about 12 million for Walcott. But that does mean our net spend would only be 57 million. For 57 million to get rid of 4 deadwood players and bring in 6 players for your squad is a great piece of business for Everton. And it would be a great way for them to save some money up again after splashing out 50 million for Sigurdsson and 50 million for Richarlison in the 2 previous windows. So this would be the new look team with De Boer up front, Sessegnon on the left with Richarlison on the right. The middle three would stay the same in Sigurdsson, Gay and Gomez. Obviously it would depend if Gay leaves, because you could bring in Dalf or Seri there. Digne and Keane on the left side of the defence with Zuma and Valencia. On the right side, and Pickford would stay in goal. 6 signings there, 4 into the first team. Depending on if Gay leaves, it could be 5. So we're going to simulate our season on FIFA now and see how we do. So as you can see, this is me playing around with the team, getting everyone in the right positions ready for the simulation. But we're going to jump straight on into it, and I think we're going to simulate to the end of the season straight away, so I'll see you there. So we've just arrived at the end of the Premier League season, and we are 9th position with 57 points, and we're only 4 points off Liverpool in 6th, so this is a much better season than the one Everton are currently having in real life. This is because we also sit 23 points off the relegation zone, so we're much closer to the top 6. Only 4 points separate us and Liverpool. Good season so far. And as we move on into the FA Cup now, we lost in the final 5-4 on penalties to Spurs. What a run in the Cup, beating Manchester United, Southampton, Crystal Palace and Burton. Anyone else? Did we play anyone else big? No, we played Gillingham. But what a run to get to the final of the Cup, and a shame we didn't win it. We lost to Spurs, so not too bad. And in the Carabao Cup, West Ham won it. Beat Crystal Palace in the final. We didn't get to the semis. Where did we get to? We got knocked out in the 3rd round, 1-0 by Arsenal. So we got beaten by a top 6 team, not too bad. Not the worst, it could have happened. Finally, we're going to move into the squad report just to see how everyone did in the season. So it turns out Sigurdsson was our top goal scorer with 12 goals, with Charlton bagged 10 for the season. Lookman got 8, Bernard got 7, and then there's a massive drop off. Trevor now's getting 2. To Burr, 2 goals in 21 appearances, not a great return to be honest, but he only played 21 times, so he must have got injured, or my assistant managers just decided not to play him. Ryan Sessegnon, only 4 appearances but 1 goal. Still, my assistant manager must have just thought, oh, I can't be asked to play him. So it's kind of ruined the experiment a bit. However, I'm intrigued to see who got most assists in the team as well. No surprise, it's Gylfi Sigurdsson with 8 assists, so 20 goal contributions this season. Not too bad. Bernard got 4, Digne got 4, and Pickford got 2. But anyway, that's going to end the video today, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.